Our group is curious in exploring the importance of Gatsby's pursuit of Daisy and the mother's climbing of the stairs, the turtle in chapter 3 of Grapes of Wrath, and his will to survive, is the mother having to survive in the dark. The farmers in chapter 5, getting above in their life stairway and moving on to California.
With the farmers, it was mainly because the banks were stopping them or were taking them off their land for their tractors to go in, and so they had to move on to find a better life or life at all. Alright, for our other chapter, we did chapter 3, because it was based on the turtle. A lot of you guys did it as well. Alright, we chose the turtle because it was always moving on no matter what was going on, crossing the road, a vehicle coming towards his path, people picking it up, kicking it aside, or anything like that.
And the obstacle being like, the overall theme is overcoming obstacles and moving on, so his obstacle would be crossing the road and falling on his back, and then his will to get up and continue on.
And then more obstacles are when, like, in the book, when the SUV almost hits it. Our quote for that one is, "Sleeping life waiting to be spread and disappeared, every seed on from defiance and dispersal." And it's sleeping life waiting to be spread and disappeared, and he's like waiting during life to overcome obstacles and move on with his life.
We did this picture for the chapter 5. We don't have a quote for this one, but it was the farmers that chose to stay on their steps and not move forward, watching the farmers who decided to move on with their stairs of life and continue on to their path to California, where they heard they could get more work and maybe support their families.
And it's all about like their will to survive and their will to succeed in life, because it's not working in the Midwest, so they have to overcome the dust and all that, and make the journey out to California.
Alright, for the next one we did Gatsby, because he kind of moves on and kind of doesn't as well. But his main obstacle is Daisy. He leaves Daisy to go into the military, and then when he comes back he finds that Daisy has actually married another man. And so he tries to gain enough riches through his life to reach a point in which he can be with Daisy again and win her.
And then, because Daisy also moved on without him, so she forgot about him and kept moving on because she didn't want to wait for him.
And the obstacle, or the marriage for Daisy was an obstacle. Our quote from Great Gatsby was, "So we beat on, both against the current, borne back ceaselessly into the past." And the beginning part where it says, "So we beat on, both against the current," they're moving on and overcoming the obstacles, like the both against the current, no matter how strong the water is, how strong the current is, they're still moving on.
My timing's a little off. Alright, so you guys, I cut you all off. What were you saying? You were saying something when I cut you off for the quote.
The ending of it. What are you saying? Sorry.
I cut Tara off.
Oh,
She
yes,
was saying
you're fine. The ending of the quote.
Oh, the past, like you have to let go of your past, kind of like what our quote was today, you can never cross the ocean until you get the courage to lose sight of the shore. So you have to move on from your past to be able to, yeah.
And even though it was a bumpy road for Gatsby to get there, because he had to do some illegal jobs, I believe, if I remember the book
Yeah,
correctly,
he would
to
do.
reach that point, and then he had to try to work against Daisy's newfound love for her husband.
And he would do almost anything to get her, and
And yet she wanted to move on, where he kind of wanted, after moving to that point, he wanted to stay on his steps and stay where he was. Alright, this picture is literally from the mother to son poem. the mother's trying to tell her son to move up no matter what, even though the stairs are going to be a rough path up. And there may be splinters or missing steps or tacks, I believe it was. And she was pretty much telling him not to stop like Gatsby did with Daisy and just stay at one point, but to keep moving on no matter what, because there's no crystal stairs.
Our quote was, "Life for me, then no crystal stair. It's had tacks in it and splinters and boards torn up, and places with no carpet on the floor, bare. So boy," and then at the end it says, "So boy, don't turn your back." So you can't look back in your past, you have to keep on moving forward no matter what you had to go through in life.